Hi everyone. I wanted to walk you through the process of registering for Wiley Plus, where you'll find our reading assignments, a number of online assignments, as well as some extra tutorials and such. So you'll go to Course Content, and then we'll click on Week 1. What you'll notice is that there is an icon right here, and that's always going to indicate that this is a Wiley resource, where you'll link out to an external website, Wiley Plus. You can see that some of these will be reading assignments, and when you look at these you'll note that they don't likely have due dates associated with them. However, some of the other things that we'll be doing in Wiley, for example right here, you'll have a question set 1 assignment that's going to be due on September 2nd, and you'll need to complete it by that day. What that means is you'll always be able to access the reading assignments, but the question set assignments are things that you'll need to complete by a certain due date. The very first time that you click on this reading assignment for question set 1, it's going to link you to Wiley Plus. And the first thing that you'll need to do is just read through the Wiley Plus terms of service, and then you'll need to just click accept to move on to the next screen. Once you've done that, then you'll need to make sure that you have an access code. And at this point, there are a couple of choices that you can make. If you have purchased the Wiley Plus packet from the Chattanooga State Bookstore, then you can simply click on I have a registration code, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. If you want to purchase it directly here at the Wiley Plus website, and it's cheaper to do this is a price that's cheaper than our bookstore, then you can simply add this to your cart and purchase it with a credit card. If you're waiting for financial aid to come in, or if you need to wait, you can have a 14-day grace period as well. So at this point, you need to decide which of those 3 scenarios fits your situation the best. Assuming that you have a registration code, it's pretty self-explanatory. On the next screen, you'll be able to enter in your registration code here, and if you purchased it at the bookstore, then you'll pull back this tab and it will reveal your registration code. So that's the very first thing that you'll have to do whenever you access the Wiley Plus, and then from that point forward, you won't have to enter that in. It should be a seamless transition as you move from eLearn into Wiley Plus. Another important button that I want to make you aware of is this one right up here in the upper right hand corner. This button right here allows Wiley Plus to open in a separate window, and this might be really helpful for you when you're going through and doing your reading assignments or your regular assignments as well. And so just keep that in mind if things feel like it's a little crammed as you're going through the eLearn. One of the things that you'll note when you move into Wiley for the first time is that there is a dashboard that's there, and you can look around through here. You can access the e-textbook directly here as well, but I always will link to the reading assignment that will correlate with our question set assignments. So you can use it here, or you can look at our reading assignments. There is a list of assignments here as well, but remember in eLearn I'm always going to have a link to them, so I don't want you to feel like you have to search through these assignments to find out which ones are due. Even though it does show some due dates here for these assignments, the eLearn platform is probably the best place for you to keep organized with when those are due. I wanted to say a few things about some of the assignments that are here in Wiley. As we take a look at an assignment example, I pulled up question set 1 assignment here, and I actually have brought up question number 3. While I want you to take these assignments seriously and do your very best on them, I do want you to understand that I treat them a little bit like practice. My hope is that after you've done the reading assignment and watched the video lectures and, most importantly, answered the questions in your course manual, that these questions serve as a review for you, help you to identify what you know and what you don't know. And so for that reason, I want you to notice that you actually will have 2 attempts at completing this assignment. So for example, I picked question number 3 out of our first assignment. You can see that there's 43 questions in here. By the way, the more questions, the better. That means that you're getting more practice, you're getting better prepared for exams, and you're finding out what you know and what you don't know. So if you marked it wrong, which I did, that's a wrong answer to this question, what you'll notice is that you get a reattempt. And so you here can actually go through and pick a different answer. So I'd encourage you as you're going through these types of assignments here in Wiley Plus that you have your course manual out, that you're using your course manual, and that you are using them to help you answer these questions. You will be assigned a grade for your Wiley Plus assignments, but you'll get 2 attempts at each question, so I hope your grades will be relatively high because of that. If we look back in eLearn again, you can see that at every point that you have one of these icons, this is going to be a link to either a reading assignment or a question set assignment. Remember that those question assignments have due dates associated with them, and I'll always have them posted here in eLearn. Feel free to email if you have any questions.